Salt Lake City and the state doubling down on pedestrian safety following an unprecedented deadly surge in these auto pedestrian crashes. Salt Lake City Mayor Erin Mendenhall set out a plan to make streets safer for people who are on foot and on bikes as well.
News specialist Jed Bull shows us the city will start a new partnership and implement traffic calming in more neighborhoods. Jed?
Salt Lake City will be the first municipality in Utah to partner with Zero Fatalities. UDOT will work with community councils in neighborhoods with public education to make streets safer for walking and biking.
If it feels like deadly auto pedestrian accidents are on the rise, it's because they are.
Not just in Salt Lake City, but across the state.
Everyone deserves to be able to walk or bike through any city or neighborhood and enjoy the community without fear of being killed or injured by a moving vehicle.
The mayor was joined by city police, the Utah Department of Transportation, and the Utah Highway Patrol.
This is totally and unequivocally unacceptable, what's happened, and completely preventable. We have to start taking responsibility for our actions and reduce these extreme driving behaviors.
The mayor has asked city council for $2 million for traffic calming as part of the annual budget. Those tools include pedestrian-activated crosswalks, speed bumps, raised crosswalks, roundabouts, and other enhancements that prioritize pedestrian safety over car traffic.
People are fired up. People are really frustrated. There's been a lot of speeding, and it feels like it's getting worse.
City Transportation Director John Larson tells me speeding in neighborhoods is one of the top complaints.
The heart of it is recognizing that when you drive down the street, you're driving through someone's neighborhood.
It's where people live, walk, and play, where kids should be able to feel safe biking to school or walking to a friend's house.
For generations, we've just turned that space over to people in cars. And I think it's time to reverse that and recognize that streets, first and foremost, are for people.
His office has already identified 117 places citywide for traffic calming, prioritizing pedestrians and cyclists ahead of motorists.
If that drops the number of people who are killed in our streets from 10 or 15 a year to 0, don't you think that's worth it?
The mayor also creating a new Safe Streets task force that will identify the most critical areas where intervention might be necessary to help prevent future crashes, injuries, and deaths.
We're not going to be passive observers in a trend that right now is taking the lives of our residents.
We need to slow down, follow the posted speed limit, and stop at every crosswalk. Each of us has a responsibility to practice focused driving every time that we get behind the wheel. For KSL 5 News, I'm Jed Bull.
Jed, thank you. UHP kicking off this year, announcing a 20-year high of fatalities on Utah's roads in 2021, bringing added concern now to fatal crashes this year becoming a trend. Fatal crashes last year resulted in the loss of 328 lives. So far this year, 105 people have died in 97 crashes. March was the deadliest month so far, with 34 fatalities and another 26 in the month of April. 21 people died in crashes in both January and February. 5 days into May, already 5 lives have been lost this month.
One of the biggest factors in those crashes, according to UHP, is speed. This year, there have been 2,560 crashes, which have been classified as speed-related. Those crashes resulted in 15 fatalities and hundreds more injuries. According to the latest UHP data, nearly 2,000 drivers have been pulled over and cited for speeding more than 100 miles an hour. And this is crazy. In a 30-hour span last month, troopers pulled over 30 drivers traveling faster than 100 miles per hour.